Day one of Wifey is not here, is out of state. I'm so lonely. Right, fine, the kids are here and they're, like being around family and not being alone, but I don't know. Here's one problem with password managers. It reminds me of just how many accounts I've had to set up on computer systems over the years that I never, ever, ever use. And yet, since I can't seem to find a way to delete the accounts, you have to keep fixing their passwords if there's a problem. Because even though I may not be using an account, I also do not want somebody to log into that account as me and do things that I wouldn't do. Or they compromise that site and figure out what my email address is or whatever it happens to be. But it just... really, there needs to be a universal... I'm actually going to say this. There needs to be a law that says you should be able to force a company to delete your account. Because I need some of these accounts gone. I will never use them again. Never. And if I do have to use them again, I'd rather set up a new account. Well, while Mom's away, we can go wherever we want. So I've decided to come across town to Lee's Sandwich Shop and give the automatic a good test and us a good sandwich. Cash only, though. I don't even have to keep the receipt.
Send that picture to Mom.
I'm not sure about the shoe, but the rest of it sure is signs that Chinese New Year just passed. Hours of cleaning, and it just doesn't even look like I've made a dent in this room. I've hauled out bags of garbage and filled our garbage bag or our garbage bin for the week, probably. And it doesn't even look like I've dented it. That's really depressing. I know I'm making progress, but it just doesn't look like it. Once again, while the cat's away, the mice have kebabs for dinner.
Thank you.
It's been a long day, and I have a headache. Put over 100 miles now since we got it on the automatic. I think tomorrow I'll have some thoughts on it. It's got some interesting qualities that I'd like to share. I talked a little bit the other day about color correcting, and it's really, really not worth the effort for these vlogs to spend the time to color correct, because it takes some time for every clip you do. So the more work you do, then the more work you make for yourself. So I'm not going to do that. But I've been really impressed by what I've learned. Not saying I'm good at it by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm really impressed by what I've learned. And so I've been taking a look at some old footage I have. As you know, I'm planning on going to Taiwan this July, and my goal here is to vlog this trip. That's what this is all about. It's getting in the hang of it, and getting in the mood, and then getting the workflow down. And one of the things that has really disappointed me every time I've gone to Taiwan, I mean every trip, I've been going to Taiwan since 1998, every few years, I've spent literally months there. And one of the amazing things about Taiwan is how incredibly, vibrantly green it is. I mean, there's the cement everywhere, but then that cement is turning green, because I think if you stood for an hour, you would start to turn green. It's just so green. And the videotape that I brought back, or the digital video or digital videotape, or I mean, it's been going all the way back to high 8mm tapes, they've all just not captured it. They just don't look like Taiwan. And so I've dug up some footage here from 2007, and just take a look at it right here. We'll start with this one. This is just a shot of my father-in-law and my son. And on the right side of the screen, as you're facing the TV, is the corrected footage. And right down the middle of my father-in-law is the split. And you can kind of see his jacket's blue on the right side, but on the left it kind of looks like a washed out black or gray. And look at the plants on either side. I mean, that is a tremendous difference. And the right is more realistic. And now this shot is just, this one's really dramatic, because this was painting across this beautiful green field of grasses, and there are these beautiful flowers that were just cropping up all over the place. And you can see as they pass the line, which is right down the middle of the screen, that on the color corrected side they just pop. And this really looks a lot more like what the picture looked to my eye, but obviously not to the camera. So I'm really happy with that. That does mean I'll probably spend some time color correcting in Taiwan, but it will be worth it, because when you get out of the city, it's just green. When you're in the city, I don't know if you can color correct cement, but we'll end in exhaust fumes. But I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that's about it for today, but please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.